Thank you, Terry. I'd just like to thank Terry for everything that he does here. Terry, you're one of the best, if not the best. And you were there in 1992, as I mentioned before, for the very first induction of the people in the Hall of Fame. And I was there as the hockey coach. It was a wonderful evening, a beautiful evening. And listening to you people tonight is similar to what we listened to that night, the appreciation of what it is to be a Spartan, the ability and things that you learned here. It's just wonderful when you're on the coaching side of things to hear that from people who played. Anyway, as I looked at the video, Terry, there were a couple of things came to mind. I did see myself with dark hair. I did have that at one time, thank you. But on the other hand, when you have the types of accomplishments I had, there's a lot of people involved. It just doesn't happen by itself. And I look back over the years, the numbers of players I had, the great assistant coaches I had, the people who helped us behind the scenes, whether it's a trainer, whether it's an equipment manager, even if it's a strength and conditioning coaches in this past few years. Those are the people that without them you can't be successful. And I think the schools that I attended, and Michigan State was the longest one, or coached at, they gave us great support from above. You have to have your arms around sports if you're in the administration at Michigan State, and I think we have for the most part. I think the athletic director has to have his arms around all the sports. I think that's very, very critical, because then you go out, because it's your responsibility really to give a product that people can be proud of. You want to be able to come to an event and know that players follow the rules, do the right things, and are proud to be a Spartan. And I think when you do those kinds of things, people appreciate it. And that's one thing we tried to do. Terry mentioned it, and he's right. When I first came here, my first couple of years, pretty shaky. We were trying to turn this program around, and it wasn't easy. And it's amazing, of all the friends I have, many of them are here tonight. And especially those people that were here in those days. They were supporters then. Hey, once you start to win, you know, the bandwagon grows. And maybe you're somebody you're not sometimes, but I had people that helped that bandwagon get going, and it's amazing what they are here tonight. Throughout it all, my family, who put up with the ugliness when I lost, used to take that rather personally, and we won a lot too, and we had a lot of fun. But I do have some family members here. My sister, Marion, known as Susie, is here tonight. Why don't you stand up, Suze? And I have my daughters, both Tracy, stand up Trace, and Cindy. And I have a grandson here tonight, Travis, who is playing hockey over in Muskegon, who's going to be a Spartan in 2 years. And at last, certainly not least, and the one that keeps me in my place, my wife, Marion. Marion, would you stand up, please? It's been a great time for me. I've been retired now a couple of years, and one of the nicest things is being able to come back to events. And there isn't a better event on campus than this one, because you hear from many generations, you hear from all sports, and you hear from the bottom of their hearts what it meant to be a Spartan. Now, I never went to Michigan State. I didn't play here. I didn't graduate from here. I did get a doctorate degree, which was really neat. It was given to me by President McPherson and President Simon, and I appreciated that a lot. But I will tell you this, my wife and I bleed green as much or more than anybody in this room. We love every minute that Spartans play. We love to see them compete. We love to see them beat Michigan. Yeah. I remember my very first year here, I was at a golf outing, and a guy asked me, he said, what kind of year did you have? And I said, gosh, we only won 11 games. He said, did you beat Michigan? I said, yep. He says, that's a good year. So I learned very quickly. It was all about competing against the nearest rival. But between you and I, it's always been great. I love being around here. There's great people. We have great leadership right now. And Mark Hollis, thanks for your group for putting this together. Karen, for the work that you did to put it all together. And when I was the athletic director here, I took over a job from Clarence Underwood. And believe me, my staff was the best in the country. And they made my job easy. We got a lot of pros behind the scenes here you don't hear a lot about. And I think any department, just like any team, if you got good players and they work hard, good things happen. If you've got a great staff behind you and they work hard, great things happen. So I want to thank all those people that were here with me during those 6 years, because a lot of good things, I think, came out of everything we did. And I want to wish everybody here the best of success. Thank you very much.